Hello everybody, a warm welcome to all of you. Today the setup that you see here, we are going to do some exciting chemical magic, how the magic could be and what is the magic is all about. We all have heard something about molecular gastronomy. It's another sect of understanding or cooking. Gastronomy is art of cooking which has few formulas along with it. So similarly, molecular is an gastronomy art which has few formulas with it. And to cook this beautiful magic along with me, I have two enthusiasts who showed that interest and they're going to be doing this with me. I have Tanvi with me and I have Rahul with me. So both going to be doing this along with me. Tanvi, you're excited?
Yes.
And Rahul, what about you?
Yes, chef.
Okay, great. Have you heard about molecular gastronomy ever? Have you heard the term?
Yes, chef. Can you tell us more about it?
Okay. Molecular gastronomy is technically when we follow certain formulas of creating, it's an art again, where we infuse food in certain aspects. We use the food or we create the food in certain aspects, and we might change the form of the matter. You might change the form in which the food is served. If it is like example, an orange might be a breath of air,
Okay.
or an apple might be in a liquid, okay, which might be in a shape of certain which holds the liquid, a crystal form. So it changes the matter, but certainly it doesn't change the soul of the food. We always remember whenever we cook, the soul is important. We cannot lose the soul of the food. So it changes the matter, it gives you a presence, it gives you an excitement, an overall throw excitement of the things, and when we cook it or when we make it, and when we eat it, we don't lose the soul. That's all about how molecular is all about. So all that, the setup that you see, all you excited to know what we are going to do?
So what exactly are we doing today?
So we are preparing a very interesting dish. Have you heard the word smoothie before?
Yes.
So we are going to prepare a smoothie that you can eat.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
So how you can eat a smoothie? There are some compounds that are present natural form. By addition to that, it stabilizes the smoothie, and by addition of another compound to the water, it stabilizes the water so that whenever we drop a smoothie into that, a spoonful of smoothie into it, it will form a sphere. So for that, we're going to be using two compounds here. One is a glucose and one is algin or sodium alginate. Okay, so those are two things that we're going to be using in our spheres, and let's go ahead and start making this. The ingredients that we are going to use for making our edible smoothie spheres, let's see that. So we are using here some mango pulp that we have using it, and using some curd. We'll be beating it later. As I showed you earlier, we'll be adding glucose to increase the glucose content of the curd, and we will be making a alginate bath in which we will be dropping the spheres later. So that's how we are going to make our spheres. Let's go ahead and start doing it. So first we have to prepare the alginate bath. For alginate bath, what I am using is around 200 ml of water. It will be little cold water that I am using here. So I put 200 ml of cold water, and I will be taking the alginate powder that I have. So we will be taking 2% of the 200 grams is approximately 4 grams of alginate solution to the bath, alginate powder to the bath. So that is a total 4 gram.
Chef, so what exactly does alginate do to the water?
See, if you understand the process of spherification, we need to understand there are two important factors that are responsible for spherification. एक, the calcium content in the liquid or calcium content may for example in the dahi what we are using, and the viscosity of the bath. So the viscosity, what do you understand by the term viscosity?
The density.
Density. Okay, so alginate, what it does, it increases the viscosity, it increases the density. So the moment, for a simple language, whenever we pour that solution, whenever we pour that flavor or the liquid to the solution, it will immediately, due to the dense nature, it will what? It will hold it, and the sphere is formed.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
for increasing the density or the viscosity, we will be using the alginate powder. Okay.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so what are we doing? I have weighed almost 4 grams for approximately 200 grams of cold water.
Yes.
And now after putting this, I'll be okay. So the moment I put the alginate powder, now I'll be churning it so that the entire powder and the water both mix together. So our alginate bath is ready. We need a 30 minutes rest to it. For 30 minutes rest to it, I'll so until the alginate bath is getting its rest, we need to give it a 30 minutes rest. By the time it's getting rest, let's go and prepare the smoothie mixture. So as I said you earlier, I had prepared this compote to save time. So we're going to be using this compote, which is approximately around 24 grams of compote, and we'll total make a mixture of 100 grams. So we'll be adding the rest of the curd to it. Okay, excellent. A little more. Nice. So we have an approximately 100 grams of smoothie that we're going to be preparing now. Now we have to blend it and we keep it in the chiller. Now I will tell you what to do ahead. So for a basic, how difference for this process, how different it will be from rather than making a regular smoothie. Impart of extra glucose or calcium. Okay, so usually you add calcium lactate to increasing the density, increase the calcium content in this. We are using dahi. Dahi is itself as a rich in calcium. Okay, so at this stage what I will be adding is this glucose, or you can add a calcium lactate to it. So it will be again 2% of the entire weight. So here it's approximately 100 grams.
Yes.
So 2%.
It's 2 grams.
2 grams. So we will be adding 2 grams of calcium lactate to this smoothie mixture, and then we mix it and keep it aside for another 25 minutes till our alginate bath and both are ready, both gets rest, and then we will start the interesting part of spherification.
Yes.
Okay.
So you said that we are doing spherification.
Yes.
And then now you mentioned we are doing reverse spherification. What's
Yes.
the difference?
Okay. When we speak about spherification is imparting any flavor liquid, any kind of a liquid to a flavor liquid.
Okay.
For example, when we do spherification with chilled olive oil,
Yes.
okay, but there is no use of alginate bath. Okay, when we do use of alginate bath, similar process, then it becomes a reverse spherification.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so when we use an alginate bath to create that spheres, it becomes a reverse spherification. So we are measuring 2 gram, 1, Perfect. 2 grams. So our mixture is ready. We have added the calcium powder to it, the puree of mango that we have made, a concentrated puree of mango that we have made with sugar has been added, and also the dahi. So all the three things have been added. The mixture is ready. We'll keep it rest for 20 minutes, and then we'll come after 20 minutes, and then we'll make those beautiful smoothie spheres. 3. So the alginate mixture that we made has been stored for almost 30 minutes plus. We got enough rest. The smoothie mixture that we did, it also got the same amount of time as the resting. Let's now go and create the magic.
Start.
So we take almost one small spoonful of mixture and drop it in the alginate bath. The moment I am dropping it, you see it is forming a texture on the top.
Start.
So immediately once we put to the alginate bath, we see the spheres have started forming. Now we take it and put in a clean water solution.
Chef, so why do we put it in the clean solution?
Just to remove the excess of the alginate solution that are attached to the skin,
Okay.
and to give it a more smoother texture. Here we are with this 4 beautiful spheres. Okay, so now the excess of alginate solution has been taken out. You see this beautiful process of reverse verification. You're seeing the gel beautifully been engulfed. Now we'll pour it in. So here are those beautiful spheres that we created with this excellent combination of mango and yogurt smoothie. This simply burst in your mouth the moment they touch it. Now I will ask both of them to make 2 of the spheres for each, and they'll see how they do it, right?
Yes.
So I'll ask the ladies first. Tanvi,
Thank you.
it's all yours. Use that spoon first. Keep the clean spoon separate. Yes. Nice. Now you see the skin has been formed. Take it out. Beautiful. Now just to remove the excess of the alginate, we drop into the clean water. And you give it a swirl if you want. Let it sway and you take it out. And now you try it.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Now Rahul, you're gonna come and do the same thing. Come to taste the fruit of your labor. Okay. Okay.
Shall I take it out?
Yes. Try to remove the excess of the alginate solution. Usually you can use a perforated spoon in this case. You can use that. Okay, now dip it in the fresh water. Swirl it, give it a sway. Yes. Now remove the excess of water and let's give it a try.
You just bursted in my mouth.
Exactly. So the flavors become much more concentrated when you do this. You don't lose anything. You have the same intensity of flavors that remains when you make this dish or drink this. So the beautiful way of reverse spherification that we saw today, some beautiful compounds that are present around us can create this magic and can give us wonders, don't we all? So this goes for me. As usual, always the best. Thank you for watching.